What did you make of that, Jordan, to be suddenly appearing on Meghan Markle's podcast?
Well, the first thing I make of it is that her voice drips with the same falsehood that the voice of Kamala Harris drips with. Damn! It's this sanctimonious, faux compassionate, talking down to her audience and trying to be sure that we're all really on the same compassionate page here, and we're all being victimized by terrible forces that are arrayed against us, and none of that's really fair.
Meghan Markle does not represent black people in the United States. I don't know if you knew that.
No question she doesn't. Don't worry, I'm very familiar. Doesn't represent anybody.
Of course
other
not.
than a very elite, hypocritical group of people.
Prince Harry and Meghan, we don't give a f***. America don't give a f*** about you.
You're goddamn right.
Keep your shows, keep your drama, keep all that nonsense. That's for you British people to fake care about. We do not give a f***. We don't care.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care. Jerry.
Meg does her little phony like, I'm so busy just doing so much wealthy stuff. I have the show, the podcast, I'm a duchess.
So busy?
What?
It was so fake. I was like, oh.
I'm Megan Sussex, and I'm a good person. And I'm meeting another good person today, the wonderful Ariana Grande.
Oh my God, Megan, you're such a good person.
Yes, that's why I'm going to talk to you like you're an idiot.
The 60 Minutes interview was a great chance to hear Harry and Meghan's story, in case you missed their 2-hour sit-down with Oprah or their 6-part Netflix documentary.
Jordan Peterson recently appeared on Piers Morgan's show and strongly disagreed with Meghan Markle. He explained why he thought she was wrong. Earlier, Meghan had used a clip of Jordan Peterson talking on her podcast. She used his words to make a point about how women are sometimes unfairly called crazy. She thought his words would help prove her point.
Prince Harry, whose memoir just broke the Guinness record for fastest-selling nonfiction book of all time. They're now releasing a version for kids. I don't know if you know about this. It's a twist on The Princess and the Pea. It's called The Prince and the Penis, and it's...
Meghan Markle is, of course, a lifelong feminist, which she's demonstrated by marrying a prince and giving up her job.
Meghan played that video clip thinking it would support what she was saying, but it didn't work out that way. Jordan Peterson responded very strongly. He said she wasn't telling the truth and pointed out that she was acting like a victim when she wasn't one. But there's something even more interesting. Piers Morgan also talked about how he knew Meghan before she became famous. He shared stories about their friendship, times they had drinks together, and what happened the night she met Prince Harry. If you're interested in the royal family, you'll want to hear about that. But first, let me tell you about how different people have made fun of Meghan. It started with a TV show that got in trouble for being too mean. A show called Spitting Image made really harsh jokes about Meghan. Then all those videos disappeared.
Her narrative.
Raise your hand if you've ever been called crazy or hysterical. Or what about nuts, insane, out of your mind, completely irrational?
I don't think that men can control crazy women.
The use of these labels has been drilled into us from movies and TV, from friends and family, and even from random strangers. And the fact is, no one wants this label.
The videos were deleted, the content was removed, and some people say lawyers got involved. This is what they didn't want people to see.
Vanished.
Today, we bow our heads in memory of the fallen.
More episodes have been removed from YouTube.
The show made fun of her Netflix program, saying it wasn't really important, it just looked fancy. For example, they showed her opening a bag of chips like it was some special cooking lesson.
You to see.
I'm preparing my guests some soul food that my British husband calls a packet of crisps. Can be a tricky dish to master. Especially when a packet is being a f***ing bitch. Oh my God, you've been knocked down by the crisps. So vulnerable, I love it.
I'm just down here holding space.
And now, the finishing touches. A flower.
She was teaching people basic things like how to breathe, and putting flowers on objects like these were life-changing tips. Spitting Image saw through what she was doing and made fun of it. The show also made jokes about her relationship with Prince Harry, showing him getting in trouble just for making small mistakes while filming.
Like and subscribe to learn how to breathe, how as a finishing touch sticking flowers on anything means you made it with love, and I share the secret to a happy marriage. Fuck's sake, H! Don't make me get the electric collar out.
Sorry, love. I think my arm's gone dead.
This part might be why the show got banned. They showed Meghan getting really angry in a way that seemed too real. Spitting Image couldn't defend themselves like other shows do, so they gave up and deleted everything. But banning the show made things worse. News about it spread quickly on social media, and comedians started making even more jokes. One comedian made fun of them right in front of famous Hollywood actors. Joe Coy was hosting the Golden Globes award show, and he made jokes about Meghan and Harry in front of hundreds of famous people.
While filming.
Now for the tricky part. Place in microwave. What is microwave? I don't think we have any of that. Harry? Do we have any microwave?
It's a microwave, silly.
Don't talk to me like that, you bitch! I'm a fucking duchess! Shake that off!
Oh!
Netflix paid them millions of dollars, and nobody can really explain what they made that was worth that much money. The joke worked because everyone there understands how Hollywood deals work. Then Chris Rock made even stronger jokes about them on his Netflix comedy show. He made fun of the whole story about racism that Meghan and Harry talked about.
Names.
Turns out Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will still get paid millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing. And that's just by Netflix.
Meghan did a big interview with Oprah Winfrey where she said the royal family had problems with racism. Chris Rock asked the obvious question that nobody else was asking. Why would you be surprised that a family that's been around for hundreds of years might have problems with race? He said it's like joining a casino and being shocked that people gamble there. His comparison makes it hard to feel sorry for her. You knew what you were getting into. You just didn't care until it helped you. Normal questions about what a baby might look like got turned into proof of racism. Chris Rock pointed out that when even normal questions become attacks, you're making up reasons to feel like a victim. And Chris Rock wasn't the only one who noticed this. Saturday Night Live made them into a regular joke.
Gone on Oprah, I didn't know. I had no idea how racist they were. It's the royal family. You didn't Google these motherfuckers? What the fuck is she talking about? She didn't know. The fuck? It's the royal family. They're the original racists. That's like marrying into the Budweiser family and going, they drink a lot. This motherfucker's invested in slavery like it was Shark Tank. They're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby's gonna be. I'm like, that's not racist. Because even black people want to know how brown the baby gonna be. Shit.
At this point, nobody really wants them around. Maybe they should just move to Mars. Harry gave up his whole life for someone who was barely noticed on a TV show. That's what people are making fun of here. Their real life became like a comedy show. When Saturday Night Live writes jokes about your real life, the joke writes itself. But Saturday Night Live wasn't finished yet.
President Trump also announced a new trade deal with the UK that will reopen British markets for American companies. All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two. Elon built electric cars, he's going to Mars. Why is he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits. NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
Her entire acting career was based on a TV show that nobody really cared about. That's what we're talking about. The show Suits was really boring. Only people with nothing else to do could watch whole episodes. Other comedians kept making jokes about them too. Jimmy Carr made fun of patterns everyone could see.
My brother's fiancée, Miss Meghan Markle, is on the American program Suits.
Yes, Wednesdays, 8 p.m, USA Network.
The only difference between that show and this is people watch this one. Whenever the kids are being fussy and not going to bed, she puts on an episode of Suits and they're out. So,
what are you doing?
Ow! Stop it! Stop it!
Some things follow you forever and ever. You can't erase certain choices by doing charity work. The contradiction was obvious: leave the royal family, but keep the money and titles. Jimmy Carr called this out. Then Kelly Osbourne criticized how they acted like victims.
The royal family, right, if you can imagine, they're like our Kardashian. Prince Harry is very much our Kanye. He occasionally dresses as a Nazi, and he f***ed up.
Harry and Meghan say they'd now like to split their time between spending your money in the UK and spending your money in Canada.
Things you did in the past don't disappear just because you want them to. Everyone can see through the attempt to change their image when people remember what really happened. These comedians were pointing out the same things Jordan Peterson would later explain more clearly: the fake kindness, the made-up victim stories, and the acting. Everyone could see it. And if you think that's harsh, wait until you hear what Piers Morgan says about his personal experience with Meghan. Trust me, you need to keep reading for that part. The story he tells proves everything these comedians have been saying, and he has proof. But first, it wasn't just famous people making fun of her. Regular people on the internet joined in, and even late-night TV hosts couldn't resist. Jimmy Fallon made fun of Meghan's lifestyle content, and his jokes were right on target.
I think Harry's a twat. He's a whining, whinging, complaining, woe is me, I'm the only one that's ever had mental problems. Like, my life was so hard. Everybody's life is hard.
Yeah,
you were
true.
the prince of
That's
a
true.
goddamn country who dressed up as a fucking Nazi, and now you're trying to come back as the Pope? Suck it.
His parody suggestions were harsh: leave the country. Stop talking to your dad. People who make videos online expose the contradictions, turning her lifestyle brand into viral jokes that millions of people saw. Nobody believed it was real. Some people watched just to confirm how annoying it was, and one comedian did exactly that. Simon Brodkin sat down and watched their entire Netflix documentary, thinking maybe he'd understand their side.
I watched the Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary. Now, I'll be honest with you, before I watched it, I was not a fan of theirs. But now I've actually heard their side of the story, I f***ing hate them. They started off and they're making interesting points about racism and misogyny. Then they start calling each other H&M, and I just thought, oh, do f*** off. Harry starts describing this one date with Meghan as the night, let me quote you here, me and M pulled the pin on a fun grenade. I actually started rooting for Prince Andrew. Harry says, how do you explain to someone who've just started dating that they have to curtsy to your own grandmother?
How do you explain that you bow to your grandmother and that you will need to curtsy, especially to an American? Like, that's weird.
And I'm thinking, maybe just tell her that your grandmother is the fucking queen.
He started watching with an open mind but ended up really disliking it. That's the special effect their content has on people. They started by talking about real problems that deserved attention, but then ruined any good feelings by acting like a fake couple with embarrassing nicknames. When your words are so embarrassing that they make even the worst family members seem better, you've really done something special. Royal rules aren't that hard. She's the queen, just say that first. But Harry made basic communication sound like an impossible problem. They were complaining that they had to pay for their own security guards. They weren't happy about that. And that's all the tea for today, Aurora fam. What's your take on this drama? Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more juicy celebrity gossip. This is Gossip's Aurora, and I'll see you next time with more Hollywood secrets. Stay awesome. White medium star.